All right, it's nice to be here. Good morning and happy new month. Happy new month to everybody. Happy new month to all our wonderful community members. Happy new month and a very beautiful morning. Where tuning in from, maybe it's a morning, it's afternoon, or it's night in your own area or region. We want to say welcome to this wonderful session of Wealth Secret Mindset Mentorship class. You know what we do. This is strictly a class that is set to impact, educate, and empower you with all the necessary resources and information that will empower you mentally to live the very best of your life. And, we've been doing this for the past 4 months, day in, day out, every single day, Monday to Friday. From 9 a.m. West African time, we are always live here, giving you the best of value on how you can different mindset, different approach to life, to things. Matter of fact, we've been doing this with a proven success track record, and even with what people have shared with us on how this program has positively impacted their life. And this is where we are super excited. We do normally have special guests, special coaches and mentors to also take us on this wonderful program. I'm your regular host, Dr. Afolabi Olatunji, and I want to say welcome to this wonderful session. All right, guys, we'll begin the series on you becoming a person of more yesterday. And yesterday, we were able to dissect some of the steps on how you can become a person of more. So this morning, we're going to be going a little bit further, still in our teaching series, how to become a person of more. Ladies and gentlemen, this morning, I'm going to begin by letting you to understand that to become a person of more, you must simply be able to do more. The more you are willing to commit to something, the more you will become, and the more you tend to build mentally and having a better approach to the way you do things. Our job here is to teach you how to develop and have a very positive mindset, right? Into everything that has or that exists in life. You want to be successful, you want to be, you just want to be unstoppable, in the journey of life. It all starts from having a positive mental attitude. And that's exactly what this program is tailored to make happen in your life. I said something yesterday, how you think and how you feel creates your state of being. That is what Joe Dispenza said. One of the greatest mentors. In fact, I found this mentor lately, and he's major when it comes to teaching of the mind, how the mind works. And this man is being a phenomenal mentor and a teacher when it comes to you developing a very positive mindset. And this morning we're going to be going a little bit further on how you can have a very strong positive mindset into the approaches of life. Ladies and gentlemen, again, I want to say welcome. All right. So let's begin by telling you, or to continue or build up into what we started yesterday. So this morning, I'll be taking you on the few other steps you need to learn how to take in order for you to become unstoppable, all right, in this journey of life. Now, write this down. Step down on something easier, right? So we begin by saying step down on something easier. How do I mean by step down on something easier? You see, many of us, we want something very, very easy. We believe that life should be more easy. We believe that life should be easy. Now, there's nothing wrong in when you say life is easy, but you need to understand that life will not give to you what you want. Life will not give to you what you need. Life will give to you what you deserve. So somehow we are all a product of our deserves. So I tell most of my people, like I say, where you are at the moment is a product of your own conclusion in the time past. So how do you change what happens to you? How do you get to effectively have these things transform or go in your own way? Has to begin by you not thinking that life will be easy. Remember, there is a saying that say, easy come, easy go. Why do they say easy come, easy go? Because when you think those things are going to come very easy for you, it's going to go the same easy way. But when you work out, when you put in the work, you put in the numbers, I mean, you start magic, start to, suffice in all you do. And that's quite amazing. And that's one of the biggest secret to, life change, and which we need to start perceiving and start to understand. Stepping down on something easier to make you know that life is not going to be that easy. It's not a bed of roses like some people used to say. So if you want to step down on something easier, you need to understand that I'm going to give it what it takes, all required efforts, push to make the most out of life. Remember, we are teaching on a series we call Become Somebody of More. To become more, simply you have to be able to develop more of you. So step down on something easier. So very, very important. Easy come, easy go. The second one is that you need to learn how to study what I call majors and minors. And it's very important, ladies and gentlemen, you need to understand majors and minors. And there's a little bit of trick in here, which I need you to get straight right now. You see, some people major in minor things. Some people major in minor things. And now, what do I mean by some people major in minor things? Some people, they get to give in their best in things that they are not supposed to exert those energy on, right? In things they're not supposed to exert those energy on. They are supposed to know that, okay, for example, I'll tell you something. Maybe when you are at work, you're not giving in the required effort, the required things. Maybe you start a business, maybe you start anything that could eventually help you to have a better life change. You're not willing to push, you're not willing to go beyond, you just want it to be kind of calm, right? And then you go about going to pushing extra effort in things. Now I'll tell you, maybe the work you're doing, for example. Now you're doing this work, you know that this is not, you're not the owner of the job. You're just passing time. Like I used to tell, what you are entitled to at work is called wages. Wages is not designed to make you a fortune. It's only designed to make you a living. Now you're giving everything. Why not think of even exerting some of your own time into doing something that will eventually be part of your life, which is starting something, maybe developing something, maybe starting another program that is going to help you to improve more in you, right? Right? To improve more in you. So you're exerting all your energy, everything. And one day you don't want to leave the job, and the job says, you know what, I'm going to leave you, because there will be a time where there's going to be a parting time. Your job is going to leave you. There's going to be that separation time. Whether you plan for it or you don't plan for it, it's going to leave you. So try to start doing something that can help you eventually put your life together. And I love the world we're living now, because the era we are now is an era where, the digital space is giving more value a lot for people to be able to take advantage of. While you are doing that work, don't give excuses, right? Don't give excuses of, my work is taking all my time. Stop going about. That's one thing I need you to understand here. You give excuses, and your excuses, you're just busy doing nothing. So you're majoring in minor things. Don't major in minor things. Rather, do the major things in the major, opportunities, in the major things that could develop you. Your income level will not far exceed the level of your personal development. Now you're doing all these things, you want more pay raise, they're going to give you those pay raise, but guess what? At the end of it all, you're still going to be, like the owner of the job are going to take over. I'm not saying you're not going to develop. I'm not saying you shouldn't push in more work into what you're doing, but know that you need to start doing something that has to do with your life, all right? Start doing something that has to do with your life. Now, another thing again is that I tell some people that they shouldn't mistake movement for an achievement. That's the third point. Don't mistake movement for an achievement. How do I mean by don't mistake movement for an achievement? It means that most of us, we're just busybody. We just want people to say, oh man, where you are? Oh man, I'm busy. And you're not doing anything. How do you become somebody of more? How do you tend to have more when you mistakenly movement for an achievement? You're just giving excuses for not participating. You try to make up excuses and yet you're not doing anything. Don't think because you are giving in all the hard work into that thing will eventually make you to make the most out of it. I'm not saying. Now, I don't want you to get me, don't mistake him, right? What I mean is you don't mistake courtesy for a concern. That's what I mean. You don't mistake courtesy for a concern. You don't mistake movement for an achievement. You starting an opportunity, you're not willing to, you're just there. Push and know what you are doing, because what you are doing, let me tell you something, what you're doing, you're parting away with the piece of your life. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. If you want to do it, do it. Because you don't want to do something, you're just giving excuses. You know what? I'm busy. They call you for something. Oh man, you know what? I'm busy at the moment. And you're not busy doing anything. You're busy just doing what's not. Making up excuses. Is that how you're going to become somebody of more in 2022? Is that how you're going to become somebody of more in this new era? No, you're not going to do that. If you lie, the only person that you can deceive is you. You can't deceive nobody. If you deceive everybody, you're not going to deceive yourself. So at the end of the day, you're going to have an account of your life for when the year ends. What are you doing at the moment? Is what you're doing, is it tailoring towards you achieving excellence in this year 2022 and beyond? If it is not, you need to start looking at yourself. You need to start evaluating your life. You need to start evaluating your activity. You need to start looking at the things you do. If there's a book you need to read, read it. If there are people you need to follow, like I said yesterday, you need to pick a mentor, you need to pick somebody. You need to, trail after somebody. You need to look for things that is going to help you to develop in what you have started. All right? The final one this morning is to get out of your comfort zone. Get out of your comfort zone, ladies and gentlemen. You need to get out. Your comfort zone is your trap zone. Your comfort zone is where, you're going to trap your destiny. The comfort zone is so bad that it can lead you into nothing. Oh, I'm just okay where I am. Oh, I think my income is just good enough for me. Oh, I think my income is just, I'm just satisfied. You're not satisfied. You know what it said? Your comfort zone is your trap zone. So what do you do to get out of that comfort zone is to make sure that you pick yourself up and go out there and become comfortable with the unfamiliar. What is the unfamiliar? The things that you don't know, that you think if you dabble into it, you see, you need to get out there. You need to get out there. Look for more ideas. Look for more skills. Develop you. Nobody else can develop you. And I tell you, when I start in the industry of direct sale, almost a decade right now, I think it's just a full decade, if I'm not mistaken, nobody is chasing me. My why is what is chasing me. My dreams, my goals, my aspiration, the good life, the lifestyle that I want to live. I see people living a better lifestyle. I see people living an extraordinary lifestyle. Those things motivate me. I'm not willing to say, and I see the way people are going into rituals, the way people are killing people just to, in this part of the world, they do all these things. You don't need to do this thing. You need to start having, work on your mindset. Remember I said earlier, according to Joe Dispenza, he said, how you think and how you feel create your state of being. It means that whatever you think is what you become. You think of you becoming a ritualist, you're going to be a ritualist. You think of you becoming a better person, you're going to become a better person. You think of you doing some shady things to steal money in government, you will eventually, if that is the dominant part of your life or your mind, is what is eventually going to, materialize into physical equivalent. Guess what? You get to that position, you're going to be that same person. You're not looking at impacting the lives of people. You're not looking at changing the lives of people. You're just being pushed and motivated by your own selfish interests, your gain, just to use people and then get up there. So let's start changing this mentality. Let's start changing the way we think, the way we reason, the way the approaches to life. The approaches to life change requires some dedication, requires some level of commitment, requires you to become somebody of more. And to have more, you have to simply become more. You have to become in knowledge. You have to become more in knowledge. You have to become more in personality. You have to become more in language. You have to become more in your spirituality. You have to become more in the way you think, right? And like I said, thoughts are things. For you to change the things you don't want in your life, you need to start changing your thought. If there is any thought that is going to lead you into something right, you need to start changing it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope I've been able to come out to you. And the last part I want to say this morning is to tell yourself to learn to say no. Learn to say no part-time. Learn to say no. All right? It's not everything you want to say yes into. Learn to say no to keep your dignity. Learn to say no to keep your personality, to keep who you are, your value. All right? Learn to say no. Learn to say no. If there's anything you know that is not going down your way, maturely, politely, just tell him no. Learn to say no. It's not everything you want to say yes into. You say many people that say yes into some things, they've become something else. So you need to learn to say no into things that you don't want to do, right? I said before, you need to know that every decision you take is that you are parting away with a piece of your life. You're wasting that time, you're going to part away with a piece of your life. Let me tell you something, nobody will tell you this. You are the one that will sit down, evaluate yourself, and then begin to tell yourself. Because how you spend today means that you're parting away with a piece of your life. You're joking around today, you're not doing what you need to do, you're not putting the numbers. Trust me, you're parting away with a piece of your life. And when you part away with a piece of your life, you're not going to have it the same way, because life is going. The year 2020 is not going to wait for you and say, you know what, until you become successful, that's when I'm going to wait for you for me to move on. It's moving on. We just ended up yesterday, 31st of January, 2022. Guess what? We are in February. Today is 1st. So what are you doing today to make today count? How do you become somebody of more, ladies and gentlemen? So you know that I do, whether consciously or unconsciously, I am parting away with a piece of my life. So when you go out there to sit with people that ain't going anywhere, means that I'm parting away with a piece of my life. Whatever decision you do where you say you're going to do something, knows that every single act, every single minute, I am passing away. I'm parting away with a piece of my life. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope I've been able to come out to you again this morning. I hope you got value for your time here this morning. What we do strictly is to help you to develop what I call positive mindset, right? And when you have this, I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, from experience, from experience, that you start seeing things start changing for you. And you're going to have a different approach to life. How you think, how you process ideas, how you become something that is unstoppable, is all have to do with the way you reason, the way you think, the way you have developed your mindset. And that is very, very important. So, and that is why this program is very good for you. And we encourage you to stay put. Maybe you are not getting it at first. We encourage you to go back to our YouTube page. A link is already dropped in this chat box. We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube page. All right, subscribe to our YouTube page. There's a link already in the chat box. In case you are watching us by live stream, we have the link in there. There are video contents that if you follow, just watching, and you will start seeing within a month, you will start seeing things change. Our goal is to be able to reach out to 5,000 lives, all across the world. We believe that when 5,000 lives is being impacted, having a better positive mindset, then it's going to affect the next 5,000 people. 5,000 people affecting the lives of other 5,000 people, just one after the other. That is where life change begins. All right. So thank you for your time. It's been another beautiful morning. And guess what? I want to say happy new month again. You don't want to miss out from this program, from what we do every single day, Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. West African time, from within 15 to 20 minutes every single day, giving you the best of value. All right. Thank you for staying put. We will see you tomorrow by the special grace of God. Same time, same link on this same program. But before parting away, ladies and gentlemen,